After completing my 10th class exams in 1979, my father suggested that I go and help my father's uncle and learn astrology. Mathematics being my favorite subject, I learned the calculations. My grandfather taught me how to calculate the inclinations of each planet and how to calculate the lagna and the meridian center MC. And he gave me some birth charts to draw. Thus, I learned how to draw the birth charts first and showed interest in predictions. So my grandfather told me some predictions, some of the tips that he usually uses for predictions. And after learning those tips, I documented some of them. I verified with my father. While my father and my grandfather have laid the foundation for me to get interested in astrology, for almost a decade or 2 decades, I didn't show any interest.
Welcome to Shastrikara's astrological series. This educational video is about unconventional marriages. Unconventional marriages can be looked at from different ways. One of the ways is through analyzing the ninth house. I am trying to explain as much in detail as possible and provide you with few examples. I'm hoping that you will like this video too. There is a definition for unconventional marriage in Indian society and as per Vedic astrology. In the trend to get married between different castes, communities, and religion, it became a norm these days in India, but earlier, like in the early stages, like early before 1980 or so, it used to be considered as an unconventional marriage. So the reason why it is considered as an unconventional is because it is against the society norms at that time. And to do an check for an unconventional marriage, ninth house plays a vital role because ninth house deals with dharmasthanamo, and any activity that has happened against the norms of the society is considered to be adharma, and that is the reason why they check ninth house as for identifying if there is a possibility for unconventional marriage. In this present educational video, I'm going to explain what are the astrological reasons for a native to have an unconventional marriage, and then provide with 4 to 5 examples with and explain their charts why they had an unconventional marriage. I'm hoping that you will like this presentation too. When you are talking about marriage, generally we look at the seventh house, which is the Kalatrasthanamu, and we see who is the seventh house lord and is the seventh house lord afflicted or not. And also look at the natural seventh house lord, that is the Venus, and see if that particular planet Venus is afflicted or not. Just by looking at the seventh house and the Venus, there are times where people used to say that there's a possibility for an unconventional marriage. And occasionally people look at second house, the fourth, and the 12th house too, to see if there is a possibility for unconventional marriage. But there is another way to look for unconventional marriage is using the ninth house. Ninth house, it stands for dharmasthanamu. So if Rahu is present in the ninth house or any malefic planets are present in the ninth house from Rashi Lagna, there is a high possibility for that particular native to have an unconventional marriage. Now the question comes is, what are the common possibilities for a native to have a unconventional marriage? First and the foremost, what we see is who is the ninth house lord. The ninth house lord, if the ninth house lord is a malefic planet, Saturn, Mars, or Sun, that's the first step to say there is a possibility. And then what planets are residing in the ninth house? Are the planets malefic planets or benefic planets? Which planets are aspecting the ninth house? Are they malefic planets or benefic planets? That's the first thing we have to see. Those are the 3 lines. Then comes is the ninth house lord. where is the ninth house lord residing? Is the ninth house lord residing wherever the ninth house lord is residing? Is it get debilitated or exalted? If the ninth house lord is debilitated, then the possibility is extreme. If the ninth house lord is debilitated and the ninth house lord is a malefic, then the possibility is extremely high for the native to have an unconventional marriage. And then next comes is the ninth house lord is the ninth house lord residing in the enemy's house or the friend's house? If the ninth house lord resides in the friend's house, the ninth house lord is very strong. Okay, and if the ninth house lord is a malefic planet, then that malefic planet residing in the friend's house is very strong. Then the possibility is much more higher for an unconventional marriage. Then where is the ninth house lord residing? Is the ninth house lord residing in any of the Dushtana houses or bad houses like the 6th, 8th or 12th from Rashi Lagna? That's very important to see, because Rashi Lagna tells you the destiny. And if you are checking from the natal moon, and from the natal moon all these tendencies happen, then the possibility is that the native has that mentally had an idea of having an unconventional marriage, but since the destiny doesn't match it, that particular native's marriage might result into a marital discord, which is a separate topic for me to talk about. Having said the theoretical information about the possibilities for an unconventional marriage, let me start taking few examples, real world examples, and explain to you. Here is the first one, is the famous Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan. If you look at the Shah Rukh Khan's birth chart, let's start with the Rashi Lagna. What is the Rashi Lagna? Sun is the Lagnadipati. In first house nothing is there, but if you look at it, Saturn is exactly in the 7th house from Rashi Lagna. That means a malefic planet is aspecting the Dushtana. So that tells you that there is some weakness in that particular native. So now that weakness, in which part of the life will that weakness be shown, will get amplified, is the second step to do. Now let's go to the 9th house. 9th house lord is Mars. Fortunately, the 9th house is empty for this particular native. So let's go and look at the Mars, the 9th house lord Mars. 9th house lord Mars is also the lord of the 4th house, Sukhasthanamo. So the Dharmasthanadipati and Sukhasthanadipati are both a malefic planet, Mars. And the malefic planet Mars is residing in the 4th house, in its own house. So that means the 9th house lord became extremely strong. So now comes is what Mars is aspecting, is having a direct aspect on another malefic planet, Rahu. So this tells you that for this particular native, from looking from the 9th house, the chances are extremely high for an unconventional marriage, because the Sukhasthanadipati is Mars, is a malefic planet. Saturn, another malefic planet, is residing in the 7th house, and the Sun, the Lagnadipati, is in the 3rd house, which is debilitated. It's debilitated. Sun is debilitated. So there is that. And to add further, if you look at it, the 2nd house lord is Mercury. Mercury is co-joined with a malefic planet Mars and having a direct aspect from Rahu. Another thing you have to look at it is the 12th house lord. The 12th house lord is Moon. Moon is in the 7th house. Unfortunately, Moon is residing in the house owned by Saturn and co-joined with Saturn. So these many scenarios tells you that for this particular native, that's the possibility is extremely high for this particular native to have a unconventional marriage. Let me take the second example. This is also the birth chart of the famous Bollywood actor Amir Khan. So if you take the birth chart, let's start with the Lagna. The Lagna is Aquarius. The Lagnadipati is Saturn. So the Lagnadipati itself is a malefic planet, and the malefic planet Saturn is residing in the 1st house, in its own house. That tells you that Saturn is having a direct aspect on the 7th house. The 7th house is Leo. 7th house lord is Sun, Saturn's bitter enemy, And where is the sun? Sun is another malefic planet. Where is sun residing? Sun is residing in Lagna, co-joined with Saturn. So naturally, the Lagna has issues with respect to the both first house and the seventh house. Now look at the uh, seventh house lord is who is the ninth house lord. The ninth house lord is Venus. The natural seventh house lord is Venus, and for this particular native, the ninth house lord is Venus. So let's go and see where is Venus residing. Venus is residing in the first house. That means Venus is residing in a house owned by malefic planet Saturn, and Venus is co-joined with Saturn and Sun. Both are malefic planets, Saturn being the first house lord and Sun being the seventh house lord. And if you look at it, Venus is having a direct aspect on the seventh house, where another malefic planet Mars is residing. So this itself tells you that there is a high possibility for this particular native to have an unconventional marriage. Let me take the third example, which is Rajiv Gandhi, late Rajiv Gandhi, who is the son of late Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister of India. Now, let's go and look at the Rajiv Gandhi's birth chart. The Lagna is Leo, Lagnadipati is Sun, a malefic planet. And now let's go and see where is the malefic Lagnadipati is residing. Lagnadipati is residing in its own house. So, a malefic planet residing in its own house is one way to tell that there is something different is going to happen. Now let's go and look at the ninth house. The ninth house lord is Mars. And where is the Mars residing? Mars is residing, of course, ninth house is empty. Good, that's a good thing. Mars is residing in the second house. Second house is Kutumbasthanamu, and that particular one is from second house. Mars direct aspect is on the 8th house and the 9th house. So that means Mars residing in the Kutumbasthanamu is having a direct aspect on its own house, the 9th house, which is another negative thing to say that there is a possibility for this particular native to have an unconventional marriage with respect to 9th house. After trying the 4 male charts, I fortunately found out one female chart that suffice this particular condition. This is the female chart of another famous Bollywood actress, Kareena Kapoor, who is the granddaughter of Raj Kapoor. If you look at this particular native's birth chart, Lagnadipati, Lagna is Libra. So the Lagnadipati is Venus. So, and who is residing in the Lagnadip is the Mars. A malefic planet is residing in Lagna, the first house. That's the first disadvantage. And the Lagnadipati is residing in the 10th house, but it is co-joined with Rahu, another malefic planet. From Moon, the 7th house is Moon only, Cancer. That means Moon is from Moon, the 7th house last is again Moon, and that's where Rahu and Venus are residing. So the 7th, 8th, and now comes to look at the 9th house. From Rashi Lagna, the 9th house lord is Mercury. So let's go and look at Mercury. Mercury is the 12th house lord also. So the 9th and 12th house lord is Mercury, and it's residing in its own house, 12th house, but it is co-joined with 2 malefic planets, Saturn and Sun. Okay, and then so there itself it tells you that the chances are very high for this particular native to have an unconventional marriage. Since this is a female chart, let me go and start looking from the Chandra Lagna. From Moon, 12, 11, 12, 11, 10, 9th. From Moon again, which one is that? Kanya is Virgo. Virgo is the 9th house, right? 12, 11, 10, 9. Yeah, Virgo is the 9th house. And if you look at it, it's the same 9th house. It's the 12th house from Rashi Lagna and 9th house from Chandra Lagna, where Mercury, the 9th house lord, is residing co-joined with the Sun and Saturn. So this itself tells you that for this particular female native, it's not only the destiny, but even from her moon position also, the chances are very high for this female native to have an unconventional marriage. Now that I have explained the examples for the possibility for an unconventional marriage, here is the thing that I would like to conclude at the end of this presentation. The very first thing that I would like to do is to, as soon as you see the Rashi chart, look for who is the ninth house lord. Is the ninth house lord a malefic planet? Malefic planet in the sense Mars, Saturn, or Sun. These three. Is one of these three planets the lord for the ninth house? If they are the ninth house lords, then then that's when you can start figuring it out. Is there a stronger justification for an unconventional marriage? That you can do it in 4 ways. The very first thing is, this malefic planet, in which house is it residing? Is it residing in the house that pertains to marriage or marital life, like first house Tanustanamu, seventh house Kalatrastanamu, second house Kutumbastanamu, fourth house Sukhastanamu, and 12th house is pleasures of bed. So these are the 5 houses where we see if this ninth house, a malefic ninth house lord is residing. And then wherever this ninth house lord is residing, what to which planets is it aspecting, and which planets are aspecting this particular ninth house lord. Once you get all the information, you can analyze it and then say how strong is the possibility for this particular native to have a unconventional marriage. Generally, when it comes to female charts, I repeat the same process using Chandra Lagna too. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubts or if you need any information in this particular topic, feel free to drop a message and I will respond to you as soon as I can. Thank you.